Hi there. Anybody here? I'm setting up the streaming. It seems like it will work. Всем привет. Hello guys. We'll start soon. One moment please. I hope you will write anything in chat room. I want to be sure that everything is okay. Oh yes, it works here also. So just want to put some kind of announcement. Steam. Oh, that's it. I've done. So I think I want to set up how it looks here. Yes, it's better with the mirror floor, and I want to set up this background I like, and maybe I will turn on some music, relax music, audio, relax a little bit. It's better. By the way, you can see now some kind of new appearance of our streaming. I don't know, will you like it or not? Just tell me. It's an experiment, and we will see what you will say. It's a little bit more informative now. You can see what is the model for competition today, and you see a logo, and I will explain some other signs I've put in. Oh yes, that's good. I see some new comments here. We'll check other guys, other platforms, maybe Facebook. I don't know why I still can't manage the comments in all Restream chat room. Let's check what we have here in the settings. Twitch also is working, Facebook working, YouTube I'm not sure it works, but I'll check it, and Steam is also work. So we'll check YouTube, and then let's start today. By the way, can you hear music? Yes, it works now. So let's start. I feel better today. So last previous stream I was not so good because of I got a okay. I just want to tell you guys Happy New Year and Merry Christmas one more time, because New Year just started, and hope it will bring us a lot of interesting new. Okay, what I wanted to tell you is that we will need some help from you. We are migrating to the latest new Unity version, and we will need some help with testing. We need it to, sometimes we need to update our game to be up to set to the latest version, because all platforms has a lot of changing from time to time. We have to update it to support the latest features and to make it work at least on all platforms. So that is why we will ask you to help us with testing. We'll release now. It is available on the alpha version, but we are still setting up some textures quality and other things. We are working on it, and then we will announce it. Just I hope you will help us to test it. Then what I want to tell today, we will have a competition with this model. This is HK-G3 battle rifle, and we will compete today with in-game mode. You may see all rules on Steam in special thread, and I hope everyone can participate and try to win some credits for unlocking other guns we have in the game. If you have any questions about how to improve your high score, how to compete, what is the best strategy, feel free to ask in a chat room. We will help you and explain how to do and how to proceed through the game and so on. So feel free to ask any questions you have. Maybe you need some explanations, it's not a problem. I'm here to help you. My name is Valerie, by the way, and let's try to check out the model for today, and also I will try to answer your question in the chat room. I'm not sure everything is okay because chat room is not updated and I can't see any comments yet. It's strange because I see a lot of persons watching us, and I don't know why I can't. Maybe try to write down some comments, maybe just say hello, something like that. We'll try to restart it. Maybe it will help. Strange, I only see the comments from the VK. Okay, I will try to write something. Maybe it will refresh the chat room and it will work. It's strange that YouTube doesn't. Oh, maybe it works now. Okay, let's go. I think some guys will join us and will ask. So, just want to make sure that everything works here on Steam. Yes, it works. That's good. So, okay, today we will compete on this model. This is the HK-G3, and I think you already could notice that this model is pretty different from the first HK model we had. It was HK MP5. This one is very accurate and a high quality 3D model with high quality textures, and animation also are pretty accurate. So I hope you will enjoy it. By the way, this model is free and it will be free till today, till maybe 11 o'clock. So you will still be able to check it out, to play it, to check animations and so on. So don't miss this opportunity, because we usually do make free model every time for competition, which is more or less we're trying to make it every Saturday, and you may come and try to win some credits. It's not very difficult. You have just try to submit high scores during 30 minutes for all three game modes we have: game, super game and hardcore mode. Okay, by the way, just want to remind you that we have a lot of features to explore how the gun works inside. In our operation mode you may use X-ray. It has 4 levels, just to check how it works, and all parts are situated inside. You may use cutaway mode, which is pretty, it's not realistic, it's just for fun, because it's very interesting to see how a model is cutted by two. Sometimes we are trying to not to cut all the parts, to save some features could be explained, something like this. For now we didn't cut bolt carrier because it shows how it operates with this release lever. By the way, if you want quick tip of the part name, just press Alt on your keyboard and point mouse on certain part. It will help you, just like like I did just right now, because sometimes a lot of different mechanism, different trigger groups. I can't remember every part name. Just to remind, just press Alt, point mouse, and you may check it and see how it. Buffer spring. Oh wait, second. This is the buffer guide pin. This is the buffer screw, and so on. The screw, the frame, some pins, locking pin, and so on. Just it's very useful to study, to learn how it works. And don't forget that we have a slow motion feature with animation control system. Just go to slow motion, press fire, or it can be fire button here. In the bottom of the screen it can be a space bar, or it can be the trigger itself. Just click with the mouse. So we have an active parts. You may check what active parts are available for current model. Just click the button active parts and it will start the animation. So now I'm just drag the slider and stop it anywhere on the stage I need to check how it works. You may do it yourself also, it's available. Sometimes, from time to time, I have to go to check the chat room. I think I will try to set up it on a second monitor. Oh guys, I see you started, you're more active now, it's good. Hello, hello YouTube, hello VK, and hello, I can see any guys from Twitch commenting. So Turkish army uses replica of J3, but roller delayed mechanism usually cause fails. Why? I didn't hear any bad words about HK delayed mechanism. Maybe replica of Turkish army is not so good like HK do it. Okay, to do it right. Oh yes, I managed it. I think I will check, just let me check that all systems work correctly. I want to know if our mechanism for competition works. Where is it? Where is it? Yes, that's it. HKG3. Yes, it works. That's good. I also can see that we have a lot of players today. That's good. It will be hot. Still waiting for your comments and your questions. Yeah, Turkish variant worse. Maybe worse, but I think it may be also cheaper. Okay, let's check what we have on this model. Yes, it doesn't use any gas system here. It uses delayed system with roller delayed system. How it works exactly, this mechanism, how it works, you may check some diagrams on Wikipedia, maybe in the internet. It's not so difficult because it will be very difficult for me to explain how it works because of lack of my English, so some technical knowledge is needed. Maybe I just want to notice this, as that animation is not maybe precise enough, because if we to make it perfect, we have to animate some kind of move back, maybe millimeter or half of a millimeter movement after the shot. Something like that. But anyway, it's very good to explain how it works for for people, for users, for those who are interested in firearm systems. Oh, we don't know much about Turkish firearms, guy. Yes, MGL32 is not working because we are on the process of substitution with the MGL MK. I hope it will be MK1S. It is the same mechanism with some cosmetics changing, so just wait a little bit, we will do it at last. We started to substitute it with MGL MK1L, but L version needs additional references because it has different trigger mechanism inside, so I think it will be K version, not K, S version, not L. So just if you don't want to wait, you already unlocked that grenade launcher, just contact our support team and write that you want to return your XP points. We will do it, unlock your model, and you will be able to unlock it later after release. We'll sure announce it later. So what we have here after this trigger group is pretty the common trigger group of HK models. It's, if I'm not mistaken, it can be installed on different version of MP5, HK, MP5 Kurz version, maybe G3 version. So I'm not sure, but it looks pretty the same. The only thing, there are some difference with burst mode available and so on, but we've tried to cut some trigger group parts. You may see how it works with a single shot version. First time when we tried to animate it, we couldn't manage how it works because of this spring-loaded plunger and this disc sear. We just couldn't imagine, and we had no any experience, and we couldn't understand how it works. But then we realized how it works, and we can explain it right now. Just want to make sure that single mode is on now. Yes, now in this position hammer locks the sear, is locked by sear, but the sear is under the tension because hammer trying to go forward, rotate, and with this nose it pushes the sear, and sear spring loaded and it goes backward. One very important feature we have to show, maybe it will be better to check in this click and hide mode. You just have to see that there is a groove here. It's not rotate, it can move forward and backward. So that is why that is the case of all the single shot of the HKG3. Now you may see that when we push the trigger and the sear goes down, the nose of the sear, the spring-loaded plunger just start move the sear, and because of this step on this place, when it moves forward, it can rotate then up and catch. With the next iteration it will catch the hammer. This is the case of the single shot. You may see that now it will catch the hammer, but the trigger will be still pushed. Now you see. So this is the process of the disconnection. It's very important for single shot. I'm just trying to tell you some knowledges we already got about HKG3, and if you have any other questions, feel free to write your comments and ask me. I will try to answer. Just from time to time I have to check comments on Facebook. Happy New Year. Oh, hello. Chat Wilson, hello, thank you. Happy New Year too, and Merry Christmas. So this is the point of the single shot in the full auto version. What will it do? If I'm not mistaken, it will in a single fire mode the trigger is limited. Yes, it's limited here. In a full auto it will not. It can go further. You may see it now. And even when the sear will go to the disconnection mode, let's do it, let's name it like this, let's call it like this, so it will go down to that step. The traveling of the trigger will be enough to not too low to catch the hammer, and we will see the cycle. So it will be cycled until we will release the trigger. Auto sear also activated by the release lever. You can check it, you may read it and then back to the program and check it, and or investigate by your own eyes, and just it's very interesting. We like process of creation of model because it's very interesting. From my own opinion, all parts they have its own how to say purpose, because we just maybe outer some geometry could be done for cosmetic purposes, just to make some weapon look interesting and evil, and I don't know. But in internal parts, every part has its own purpose, and it serves for some special. It serves like it should be, and it can be just every hole, every groove. Just it has its own purpose. This is one of the main rule of the firearms building and construction. We will start our competition in 4 minutes. I'm check what we have here in comments. Everything is okay, so I will check one more time. Do we have our competitors today? Yes, we have some guys from Russia, from Belarus, Poland, United States, Germany, Italy, Spain, and who is maybe Colombia. I'm not sure. So I will try to play in Disassemble also the HK G3. I didn't do it for a long of time. If you will compare our first model HK MP5, you could see, you can find the progress we've made from the for 8 years. I hope we'll be able to recreate this model too, because you see that it has a lot of features, and the trigger group works more or less correctly inside, but still it's not so good like the latest HK G3 model. We have a lot of features here. I'm proud we have such features. For example, for HK-MP5 we have straight magazine, we have by the way stock, and all the buffer inside is not animated. We don't have we didn't have enough experience to recreate all mechanism. Now I hope we'll be able to do it when we'll remodel HK-MP5. The original scope, the flashlight and the grip, the laser sight also on the grip. It should be a button here, and if I'm not mistaken, we have fixed stock also. Yes, that's it. You see that it's pretty polygonal and texture is not so good, so here let's check the quality of the HK G3 is better. By the way, just hope you will be able to make some kind of feedback if do you like the new appearance or not, because we've inserted some information here. You may see the competition model HK-G3 now with some kind of logo. You can see the download World of Guns text. Why so? I will explain. And you see rotation of our wallpapers here in the right side, and the big readable logo of the World of Guns. The matter is that we have a problem. We have a lot of YouTube fans and YouTube videos, and a lot of people just can't understand that World of Guns, it's not just a movie or video which represents some firearm, and they couldn't manage that this is the software, a program, a game that can be used That is why I inserted here download World of Guns words. It will help us a lot, I hope, because we have a lot of comments that, guys, you created such credible video about how it works, but you just show several seconds of the animation and from one angle of view, and that's all. You've done a lot of work to make render and didn't show everything. Not not such good video as you could do, and I have to explain that this is the from a video, and you just have to download software and you will be able to unlock a lot of models and to see and to use any point of view you want to see and to explore how it works inside it. That is a problem. We already started our competition. And I just forgot to tell you, 2 minutes already, all high scores which guys did and submitted for last 2 minutes, they will be counted, and all high scores for next 30 minutes will be counted, and a special mechanism will tell me who is the winner today. I have to check the chat room sometimes. Yes, it works. So let's go further with HKG3. What we have here, we here have some kind of modern mount, MP catenary rail, and we have availability to install the HVS or aimpoint. And you may see that active parts, we have a magazine, this is for loading, this is for different activation of different fire modes of safety. What else we have here? And this is to install or remove some accessories. Maybe, yes, we can also try to make it work here. Rear sight. Maybe that's all for this model. Okay, let's go and disassemble it. Hello, Argentina, nice to see you. We just started our competition, that is why if you are going to win some credits, just take part in our competition. The model for competition you can see on the left part of the screen under the cup. So this is the HK G3. Safety animation just played. I think I will explain to get the best time in this assembly in any game mode. You have to turn off autofocus. This is the special icon here or in the settings under the game. I have a test because it's a special mode for the World of Guns. This is the option autofocus here. It's the same, so if I will turn it off, it will also, yes, the icon changed. Why so? Because every time if you have autofocus on, the camera will follow part before it starts playing animation of disassembly, and you will lose a little time, some part of second maybe. And summarize more parts we have more than 100 parts here, more time you will lose, so just turn it off. For practice you may turn off animation speed up. for competition it is better to turn it off also, because when animation is playing you have time to prepare for the next part. Just find it on a model and to prepare clicking mouse. Also, what is very useful, when animation of the disassembly is playing, you see some kind of indicator here, and it will show how long and when animation will be finished. So let's check how it works. This green bar shows the progress of the animation. So I use it like this. I point mouse and click the certain part I want to activate, and activate it with the space bar. For me it's good. It works. Also you may do just double click, works also. But I don't like double click. You also may click on a part on a green arrow, never mind. Sometimes it's rare bug, but we have on some models green arrow is working. It doesn't work correctly, so report us please, we'll try to fix it. Where is my chat room? This tree competition. Maybe we'll do it. I'm not sure about this tree, but I hope we will do IFV BMP3 competition. What are you thinking about it? Maybe we will do it on a hardcore mode only. This will be exceptional rule only for this model, because it takes about pro gamers, they could manage for 10 or 12 minutes to finish the IFV BMP3. I could do it for 15 minutes or 18 after several practice, several hours of practice. About a guy asking about in Russian, I will ask him. He's asking about the active players on all platforms. Честно сказать, я не могу сказать, сколько активных игроков на всех платформах. Очень сложно подсчитать. Ну, активных инсталлов, нет, очень сложно, потому что по Steam информации нет, какое количество активных игроков. Инсталлов там больше 2 миллионов, а на Google Play тоже инсталлов порядка 3 миллионов. Сложно сказать. Okay, so I answered about quantity of the active players, but it's very difficult to count monthly or daily or how, and we don't have such statistics for Steam, for example. Thank you. We're trying to improve our detail for every newly released model. That is why you could find some models are not so detailed as the latest ones. That is why we are sorry for that. It's pity for us also, but we don't have possibility to go back and fix model. We need some budget to build a model, because it's not cheap to build such detailed models, and that is why just hope will support us with some money. It's very difficult with payment. Just it could help us if you could share news about this game anywhere. You could do it on different forums of firearms and maybe game communities. It could help us a lot. We need traffics, we you could see that we have plans to release new models every month, and that is why we just don't release the game and let it as is. We always improve it, always add new features. By the way, want you to announce that it will be announced officially soon. We are adding Retina support for PC, and all 4K monitors will support high definition for World of Guns. World of Gods will support it. So I will announce it, and I hope you will test it for us. You could see that we're always working on models. We have a lot of work to do, and that is why we always have to have some budget for new models and so on. So that is why the right way, maybe I think it could be subscription plans also on PC. Maybe we'll try to implement it on Steam also. So now you could just buy a lifetime subscription, and that's all. But it's not so good. We were thinking about changing it, because we just will stop model production, and that's all, with lifetime access. What is good is in disassembly mode you may highlight all parts that can be disassembled. You may see, for example, this part is highlighted or just right now. You may turn it off. You also may hit hint, and to go further, it will help to study the model. We're trying to disassemble to perform complete disassembly. Why so? Because in real life it's very hard sometimes to get some parts can be disassembled only, and if on a, how to explain, with special tools and 3D models, and it's not so difficult to disassemble barrel, for example, in Trunium. So we're trying to it's more interesting to know how it looks and set up inside. I will check Facebook comments. Maybe somebody want to ask something there. No. Okay. Also want to check what we have on Steam, because I couldn't manage to activate Steam comments also with Restream. Can't see any comments here also. We'll try to set up it later in the right way. Oh, yes, I could do it. Okay. So 15 minutes passed, and I want to check progress about our competition. Okay, that's good. It works, everything works. I could see the guys are competing now. Where is my game? Oh yes, it's it. Also, you could notice that we are releasing new models with new sounds, unique sounds. The old models, more old models, they don't have a lot of sounds, and especially short sounds are about 10 different sounds we use for all models. It's not so good. We're trying to fix it, and when we have an opportunity to do it, we do it, because it sounds very interesting with new and original sounds. Okay, let's try to play it a little bit. There are special holes here in the stock to store lock pins here, not to lose it. I also want to remind you that we have good and very interesting paint mod. This is 3 with the sniper achievement. It's very difficult, I think. I can hear myself and it's not so good. I will try to turn myself off. One moment, please. Oh, I could do it. In the paint mode, it's very easy to change all appearance of the model, to have a sticker, some text here, change a surface. For example, here it is a plastic. Let's try to do it some patterns we have, maybe carbon. The texture is downscaled. I will try to fix the scale. I don't like it. Also, I will try to change it on this. Don't like it also. And this one, oh, this is better. Let's try to do the same on all plastic parts. We also can maybe add some color here. Oh, it's not so. Lighter. I want it lighter. Oh, that's it. No, I don't like it, because maybe it's better to do without color. It's better. And also we can change the color. For example, can make it some more cold one. Let's do it like this. And just use multiply. And then alpha. We'll add some transparency, and it looks in a different way now. Just to apply to all parts the same effect. Oh, that's good. Sometimes It's very interesting to have a worm. Sometimes cold colors are good. And stickers, of course. Have some library. Flames. Oh, I like the skulls. Let's do it with shadow. And new sticker. Just a little bit. Oh, that's it. Something like that. About how many people are working on work to have a scalable team, so sometimes up to 20, maybe sometimes 10, 5, 10, depends on different tasks. Okay, think we will finish competition in 8 minutes. I will try to play some hardcore game mode like it, because you can activate, user may activate several parts at the same time, it make it more interesting. I'm not so skilled now not to lose the achievement, but when you learn how it works and know the model more detailed, this mod is very interesting. I sometimes I just can't stop repeating passing one model in hardcore mode, because it's very interesting. When you get skilled, you can just improve your high score by second every time. Why? I think grip have to be screw. Why not? Because we have a special pin here. Is some stop ring here. And I think it is possible to disassemble it. We have it written on a separate part. So it's not for competition, because you see I'm stuck and just lost a lot of all achievements. But still, it's very interesting to play it. Also, if you want to see how the hardcore mode can be done, just go to the demo and hardcore test demo, game demo. I have substituted game with test in my version. In one case, it was only once, if I'm not mistaken, one of our best players, he could beat the computer in a hardcore game, but it was only once. And why so? Because the system doesn't think what is the best way to activate parts in hardcore mode. It has limits up to 10 parts in the same time, and sometime so he just found the right way to optimized way to activate all parts, and the computer couldn't do it. Okay guys, we will finish soon, in 4 minutes maybe. Now I will add 1 minute because I announced with some delay the start of our competition. Just also want to remind you that we are working now on a tank, and next week we will release a version for testing. Maybe it will be in the Unity 2018, a new version, and we will ask you to test either a tank, a new version also. And we will be active with the tank. I hope to release next model tank, and then on 94, and then fan FMC, and so on. So just want you to remind that just don't miss and don't forget that we have in mind to release tank as soon as possible. That is why just follow us, our news on Facebook, on Steam, in the game, where maybe in different on YouTube. Now YouTube is rarely updated, but I saw a feature on YouTube to release news there also. We'll try to do it also. Let's check what are competitors today. Not so good, high scores just for this competition. HT promo, I can't understand what you are talking about. A guy from a Twitch asking something. You may ask in Russian, as I could manage that your nick is spelled in Russian with the English letters. 1 minute, and we will add some extra minute, and we'll find who is win today. Five players will win, so I will announce soon. 2 minutes left. I think today we will have first place with a new champion. As I see that our constant champion, he's on the vacation maybe, and you guys have possibility to grab some 10 credits every Saturday. You also could notice that for the latest model we have a wallpaper button here. Just some kind of secret, maybe we'll add another button here. We are working now on service, and you will be able to buy a printed 3D model from us. Not for all models, maybe for the first start, but maybe it will be interesting. We are working on it now. Just we will announce when it will be available. several seconds and we will announce our champions. We can find what we have in production here. December, I think I will change it on a January, will update, but I can't show you the progress right now, but we are it's also today I've managed to fix several bugs here on this tank, and I will recompile it soon, and next week you will see a lot of improvements and new versions for testing for tank. Okay, let's consider we finished our competition for today. I want to make the last request on the server. It will grab some latest high scores. Yes, I've done it, and I will announce now who is the winner for today. The first place was a Splash guy. Splash, his nickname is Splash27. The second position is for the Belarusian guy Zivak. The third position for the United States, Luciferian Srav. Fourth position, Honest Violence from Germany. And the fifth position for the United States, Oscar von Gotham. It's a little bit strange to read it right and correct. Mexican guy was near to come, and Colombian guy was near to come to the champions. And Brazilian guy and Netherlands also was very close. I will write down in the chat room. And answer some Russian guys. Промокодов сегодня мы не раздаем, потому что новых моделей не было. Проводили конкурс. Подумаем следующую модель. Кстати, может быть, какую-то очень сложную возьмем на следующий конкурс. Есть идея взять BMP-3 и посоревноваться только в одном моде на хардкоре. Правда, просят ZIS-3. А промокоды раздаем мы обычно, когда выпускаем новые модели. Okay, I will announce, we'll write down in the chat room. First place. I think I will do the one list for all. Oh no, it doesn't support one list, so I do it the second position. As the third position. The fourth. And the fifth. That's it. Okay guys, I think I have to go offline. We'll manage prizes for the winners, and maybe it would be very interesting if you could suggest us the model for the next championship. It's not difficult to make it free for several days to prepare. Maybe we will do the IFV, or maybe these three. Maybe let's try to consider it together, because something interesting and new. I think it could be funny. I also could try to take part in it. Maybe if it because if we would select the difficult model, I think we will change the rules and we'll use only hardcore game mode for this, and that is the option for me to take part in it, make it fun, and try to beat your high scores, crazy high scores, guys. Thank you for your attention. I will be available in a chat room where top 3 from. We have top 5, not top 3. I already told you that first place for the Russian guy, second for Belarusian, third for United States, fourth position for the Germany, and fifth position for the United States. So I will be available in the chat room. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I will try to answer. We'll go offline, we'll turn voice chat off, and we'll manage the prizes, the credits for the guys who took part and win. Thank you for your attention. Let's try to select the model for the next competition. Please wait for the news for the next week. That we will announce a lot of different news about the new version of World of Guns, new features, a new build for the new tank model, which is on a final stage, and I hope you will be satisfied with the news. Thank you, bye.